Hi everyone, welcome back to Daily Recaps. Today, I am going to explain a film called 247 Fahrenheit. Hope you like it. Enjoy the video and take care. The movie starts inside a car, where we see a couple talking about a wedding reception they are going to attend. Woman, named Jenna, tries to convince her partner to go and take a look at a bed. She wants to shop for their own house. A moment later, that same car has crashed and the man is unconscious. Jenna calls his name while attempting to wake him up. However, he has lost all hope. 3 years later, Jenna is taking pictures with her camera while standing next to the ocean and listening to music. Renette, a friend of hers, calls to urge her to leave. Jenna apologizes, explaining that she initially didn't hear her because she was wearing headphones. Jenna shows Renette the photos when the latter inquires about them. Jenna is very talented, Renette observes. Ian and Michael, two men, are holding out for the women. They quickly arrive, and Renette immediately introduces Jenna to Ian. Ian says they are going to take the boat because if they drive around the lake it's going to take them around an hour. The group of 4 jumps on the boat and they drive it to their destination. They stop on the docks and Renette asks about their luggage. Ian says that his uncle took them and their luggage is already in the house they are going to stay in. Ian also mentions that his uncle is the reason they are here, because he owns the place and kept a house for them. A tall man, Wade, greets them and he appears to be Ian's uncle. He welcomes them and prepares 5 shots, 1 for each of them. Jenna doesn't want to take her shot and asks Wade where he put their stuff. Jenna walks inside the house and she gets to her case. She takes a little bottle with pills out of it and intends to take one. But she regrets it and puts the pills back in the bottle. When she returns in the living room, Ian says Jenna will take the one room while Michael and Renette will sleep in the other. Ian himself will take the couch. Michael and Renette go to their room to settle up and Ian offers Jenny a beer. He says he's going to make dinner and Jenna offers to help. Wade has joined the group when dinner is ready and the 5 of them all eat together. Ian shares his sincere passion for writing while admitting that he majored in physics. Michael comments that he is going to stay poor forever if he becomes a writer. Wade says that he has offered Ian to come and stay here and work with him. It will feel like he is on vacation and he will get paid. Ian says he doesn't want to disrespect his uncle, but he thinks he is made to do something bigger than that. Wade says that making people happy is quite important as well. After the dinner, Jenna takes a walk outside under the night sky and plays with Wade's dog. Renette approaches her to check on her and inquire about her happiness. Wade bids the girls farewell as he exits the house. He warns them that if they don't bring their invitations, they won't be allowed into the party tonight. The girls enter the home after Wade has left. The boys advise them to try out the sauna for a while. Ian enters first, and Michael enters immediately after him. Jenna responds in the affirmative when Renette asks her if she'll be okay. A brief shot depicts an electronic device that has been installed just outside the sauna. The device is lit up by a blue light and has various indications shown in electronic form. But in an instant, that blue light is gone and the device seems to be broken or deactivated. Jenna checks on her necklace, which is basically a chain holding a ring. Renette walks in the sauna and the boys are impressed. Jenna walks into the hall, right outside the sauna's main room. She has a towel wrapped around her body. Inside the sauna, Ian says he is going to get Jenna and opens the door to the hall. Jenna is right there and Ian tells her to come inside. Jenna walks inside but she lets the sauna's door slightly open. Michael gets up and shuts the door entirely closed. Jenna sits down and says she should have brought more water. She gets up to go and grabs some more, but the rest tell her to sit down. They don't need any more water. They spend some time in the sauna but gradually the temperature is becoming too hot, to the degree where they are not really enjoying it. Ian says they can take a swim in the lake to cool themselves up. The others agree and they get out of the sauna and jump into the lake. Ian suggests that they return to the sauna because it will help them warm up more quickly. The group gets back in the sauna once more and the film dissolves to black, taking us to see Wade, who is driving his pickup truck and grabs a shovel. Back in the house, the 4 friends exit the sauna and jump in the lake again. When they get back inside the house, Ian says they can get in the sauna one last time. The girls go first while Ian and Michael drink some shots. Michael drinks more than he should, and before they get into the sauna, he tells Renette they should allow Ian and Jenna some privacy and they should go to their room to have some fun. Michael is the target of Reen's ire as she tells him she is tired of caring for him and she won't be traveling with him. As soon as Reen enters the sauna, Michael announces that he will use the restroom and then return. Reen claims that Michael has changed inside the sauna. Although initially enjoyable, she cannot continue to watch his children. They hear noises coming from outside and believe Michael is in trouble because he is intoxicated. Although the door won't open, Ian claims he will go get him. The door won't open no matter what they do. When Jenna begins to panic, she asks Ian to open the door. Reen asks Jenna if she took her pill today, and Jenna answers no, because she is trying to not rely on the pill too much. Jenna eventually calms down, and the three of them speculate on what must have happened. Reen blames everything on Michael and shouts his name, because she thinks Michael is pulling a prank on them. Jenna hopes that Wade will come back and help them, but Ian says he is not. Wade thinks they are at the party and he has no reason to come back tonight. Ian takes a peek from the little round window and says there is something outside, blocking the door. Jenna looks at some temperature indicators on the wall and tells Ian to check it out. Behind the indicators, there is a thermostat. Ian explains what the thermostat does, but the controls for the room temperature are on the outside. He can't really do anything, and he is afraid to mess with the thermostat because if something goes wrong, that may result in the room's temperature reaching even higher levels. Reen uses a wooden ladle to try and break the window but doesn't get any results. Ian uses that same ladle to get a rock out of the steam-making complex. He cools the rock down in a bucket with water and then tries to break the window with it. He eventually succeeds, and they are able to get some fresh air coming from the hall. The movie also reveals that something is blocking the door from opening by leaning against it. According to Ian, it appears as though a ladder has been jammed up against the door. He tries to climb the ladder using the rock and a piece of fabric to make a hook in the hopes that he can move it that way. But he is unsuccessful. Ian sits back down and says that the temperature will gradually catch up and the thermostat will make the heat reach the predefined levels. Reen loses it and says they can just break the thermostat. Ian tells her that would be a wrong move because the heat may go through the roof and they will be fried. Reen says she wants to live. Jenna says they all want to live, but Reen opposes her by saying that she has a life she can return to, unlike Jenna. Ian takes a look at the lights in the sauna and comes up with a new idea. He says he can try to blow the fuse and burn the circuit. If that goes well, the heater will be also out of order. He unscrews the light bulb and gets the ladle. He wraps a piece of fabric around its lower edge. He soaks that corner into water and then touches it to the circuit. He is shocked and knocks to the floor as the room goes dark. He claims that it failed. As the movie had earlier suggested, we can now see that Wade is not a bad guy. On top of a hill, he and one of his friends are lighting off the fireworks. Jenna informs Reen that she has a life to get back as they are back in the sauna. She hears from Reen that she didn't mean what she said. They have always been the best of friends, and 3 years ago, when she lost her partner in a car accident, she really tried to support her. But Jenna would decline to accompany her whenever she invited her somewhere. Wade's dog comes near the house, and the three of them start shouting. The dog barks like crazy and moves around the house. Michael hears it and walks near the house, but the fireworks explode right at that time, hence making Michael unable to listen to his friends screaming his name. The dog runs back to Wade and jumps on the truck. Wade drives by the house and the dog jumps down. Wade meets with Michael, who tells Wade that his friends let him knocked out on the couch and went to the party without him. Wade invites him over at his place and says they will find something to do. They get on the truck together and drive away. The situation is getting worse inside the sauna. Jenna tries to stop Reen from smashing the thermostat. She unsuccessfully tries and hits Reen in the head. She puts the blame on Ian for making the thermostat seem like the most significant item in the room. Jenna eventually destroys the thermostat by herself. As a result, the boiler beneath the hot stones heats up more. Ian gradually loses his mind and laughs hysterically while all hope is lost. He attacks the boiler and it explodes on him, killing him. A pipe has broken and it radiates some kind of gas. Jenna ties some towels together to use them as a support mechanism for Reen to keep her standing and breathing near the window. Then, she uses a piece of wood to block the pipe. Michael returns home, but he falls asleep on the couch. A short scene shows us that Michael is actually the one who caused this mess by placing the ladder to lean against the sauna's door. The girls are only found when Wade comes to the house. He calls the police and reports about the incident. Michael cries, that he had no idea and claims that he feels sorry for Ian. The movie ends inside an ambulance where Renee regains her consciousness and takes a look right next to her, grabbing and holding Jenna's hands. That's all from the film. Thanks for watching. If you want more interesting videos like this, then hit like and subscribe to support the daily recaps. See you again. Take care.